Hi guys, good morning. I'm seeing all of your comments and I really appreciate Happy New Year to all of you. I'm just giving out time so that we allow the rest of the guys to get to join us and we kickstart the session immediately. We're not going to spend much time today. So I'm just going to go straight to the point, give you guys what you need to learn and what you need to know in the year 2024, and we're good to go. Okay, we're good to go. So how are you guys doing? Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you are streaming this live session from. Just tell me your name and where you are streaming from in the comment section. Your name and where you're streaming this live session from, which country you're streaming. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I can see Isaiah Habila from where again? Okay, you didn't write where you are streaming from. I can see Ephraim from Niger State. I can see Onu Alfred from Lagos. Stephen, I can see Stephen Ikechuku, Jesse from Adamawa. Isaiah Habila from Jalingo. I can see Stephen from Kano. Again, Lagos. Awal, right? Then Lati Michael from Gombe. Joshua Caesar from Abuja. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking out time to join me in today's live session. And of course, I always deliver, and I'm going to give you guys what you need to learn to kickstart your year. All right. So, all right, I can see Zix Forex from Onisha, right? Yeah, from Onitsha. Thank you. Precious, streaming from Edo State. Okay, I'm streaming from Ekiti State. All right, that's nice. David from Enugu. Precious, thank you. Can see Samson Emmanuel from Maiduguri. Then Mr. Dauda streaming from Jos, Plateau State. Thank you, everyone. All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about preparing for success in the year 2024. Of course, I know that you guys are hardworking set of individuals, and that's why I'm even willing to communicate some of these things to you guys, because I believe that you are going to do the work. All right. The first thing I need you to know is that there is no such reality as nothing for something. And in the realm of success, or when it comes to seeking success, you have to zero your mind that you have to do the work. There is no savior coming for you from anywhere in the world. All right. So you have to wake up. You have to do the work to see the results that you are desiring to see. Most people stop at the point of desire. So they desire certain level of results, but they don't get to put the requisite energy to attract that level of results. Most people stop at that point, and that's this distinction line for most entrepreneurs, business people, career individuals. The distinction line between successful individuals in any of these fields and those who are unsuccessful, or those who are average, and you get the distinction line is at the point of execution. Most people know the things they are supposed to know. All of you know almost all the information, or you have probably heard it somewhere else. All right. So, but the issue is when it comes to execution, that's where you now discover that there is you now discover that there's a streamlining from crowd to a smaller group of individuals. Once it comes to execution, most people don't want to do the work. All right. And once you are not willing to do the work, forget about success. Forget about the results that you are desiring to see. You see people on the social media space doing so many things, and I understand how most young people admire these kinds of results, but they don't get to sit down and ask questions like, what did you do to attract the level of results that you are seeing today? All right. What were the sacrifices you had to do to attract the level of results that you are seeing in your life? They don't ask those questions. Most people just admire the results, carried away by the glamour of the results, because success is beautiful and everybody admires success. Okay, so personally this year, I gave myself a watchword that I'm going to be using this year. What's that watchword I had to create for myself? Is that in the year 2024, I am going to make sure that I do the things that the ordinary man cannot do. You get what I'm trying to say? In the year 2024, I'm going to make sure that I do the things that the ordinary man is never going to do them. Why? Because the ordinary man is lazy. The ordinary man wants to stay in his comfort zone. The ordinary man doesn't want to stay late at night. The ordinary man wants to sleep 8 p.m., wakes up 6 a.m. That's what the ordinary man wants to do. That's the kind of life the average and the middle class wants to live. All right. So first of all, I want to make sure that I am doing the things that they are not doing at all. All right. I am going to ensure that I'm doing the things that they are not doing at all. Because for you to be someone you have never been before, you have to do something you have never done before. For you to be someone you have never been before, you have to do something you have never done before. You want to be a different person in the year 2024. You want to make money in the year 2024. You want to succeed in your career, all right? You want to succeed in trading in the year 2024. What are you willing to do that the average trader is not doing in the year 2024? What are you willing to do? How many hours are you willing to invest on a daily or weekly basis, on a monthly, quarterly basis? How many hours are you willing to invest on yourself? Because you see, the way success works, there are two kinds of success. The first level of success, which is accessible by many people, is called the unconscious level of result, the unconscious success. And this is the type of success that some people can come into accidentally. Sometimes people see this level of results by means of inheritance. Okay, so you grew up in a family who is well-to-do, and your father had left some inheritance for the children, and you guys just seeing money, are seeing properties, but you don't have what it takes to replicate that kind of result. And that type of result is very dangerous, because in the day that temporary defeat and failure comes to you, you don't have the capacity to survive that season, because you were never part of the process for building that result initially. And that's not the type of results we want to build. That's not the kind of results we're interested in building. We're interested in building sustainable results, sustainable success that you achieve consciously. What do I mean? Success that you journaled your process. You told us before you even started to see those results what you were going to do. For example, what you should do this year 2024 is that tell yourself and let the people around you know the things you want to do in the year 2024, even before you do them. Okay? Okay, so I know that some of you will be like, but it's not good to tell people your plans because of village people and Nigerians, Africans, and all this mentality. It's okay if you still believe in that idea, all right? But I'm trying to set you on your toes every time you tell a smaller group of people around you what you want to achieve, even before you achieve them, it's going to set you on your toes to make sure that you do the work so that you achieve those things you said you were going to achieve. So if you told us that this year you were going to make 100 million naira before the end of the year, and I see you making 100 million naira by the end of the year, I'm going to salute you, because now I know that this person knows what he's doing. This person knows what he wants. This person has the capacity to say something ahead of time and work it out. And work it out. And work it out. All right? So that's the first thing I want you to do for yourself. All right? Give yourself, create a watchword, more like a motto you're going to walk by. Tell yourself that this year, I'm going to do something that the average man is not doing, the average trader is not doing, the average business person is not doing. I'm going to study books about trading. I'm going to subject myself to mentorship sessions so I become a better trader, because when you become a better person, a better trader, of course, your finances is also going to show that you have become a better person and a better trader. Two things: better person, better trader, better personality, better skill set. All right, so it's not just enough to have the skill set. Are you a better person? All right, because some of these things, success also works with your personality. Okay, so you have to strive to make yourself a better person, because when you are a bad person, it's going to reflect in your trading. I've said this some time ago. I said, when you have bad attitude, bad character, some of these smaller bad habits that you think are just nothing, it's going to reflect also in your trading and every other success that or business that you want to do. It's going to reflect in those things that you are investing your energy to achieve. So ensure that you are investing time, energy, and resources. Three things. Ensure that you are investing time, energy, and resources in the year 2024 to becoming a better person and developing a better skill set. Better person, a better skill set. All right. So once you become a better person and you have a better skill set, now you can trade very well. You know how to do your top-down analysis from a higher time frame to a lower time frame. Now you know how to take entries. Now you know how to read market sentiment. You see that, and you have good habits that are going to attract that level of success to you. When these two things meet together, nothing can stop your success in the year 2024. Okay? In the year 2024. Then the next thing you are going to do is that please define your goals or desires for the year 2024. Most people do not have specific expectations for the results that they want to see or for the goals that they have written for themselves. Sometimes people live in the realm of a dream, even though they make it look like it's a goal, but in the real sense, it's not really a goal. All right, because I've taught you this before. I've said that the difference between a goal and a dream is that a goal is specific. A goal is well defined. All right, so it's not enough to just tell us that this year I want to be a great person. How great? You have to specify how great you want to be in the year 2024. This year I want to be a rich person. How rich do you want to be in the year 2024? You have to specify. This year I want to succeed in my business. That's not enough. You have to specify also what you are, the kind of success you mean. I was asking a group of young people some time ago. I was asking them in a seminar I was speaking. So I was asking them, what do you want to be? What do you want? And then the guy said, I want to be successful. I want to be successful, as good as it sounds, is actually a dream, because that's not a goal. You want to be successful. Successful in what? You want to be a successful footballer, you want to be a successful musician, successful artist, successful trader, successful pastor. Do you get? You have to be specific. So make sure you have a well-defined goal you are working with in the year 2024. Sit down, think through. So how do you even write these goals? Because I also understand that a lot of people don't even know how to write goals. So I'm just going to brush through that. Okay, so when you're writing your goal, the first thing you should ask yourself is that what do I want to experience in the year 2024 that's going to make my life better? And I'm going to live the God-given life, the God kind of life that God has promised me to live in the year 2024. What am I going to experience? What do I need to experience to make me feel like an achiever in the year 2024? So for some of you, it could be that you want to buy your own house, you want to buy your own car, you want to have 100 million naira in your account at the end of the year, you want to get married, you want to build a family, you see that you want to change your children's school, you want to do this, do that. Write it down. 3 areas that are very key for everyone desiring success is that you have to ask this question in the areas of your finances, in the areas of your family life, and in the areas of your faith life. Okay, so it's faith, family, and finance. What do I need to experience in my finances in the year 2024 to make me feel like an achiever, to make me feel like a successful person, to make me feel better and comfortable? What do I need to experience in my finances to make me feel these things? Write them down one by one. So you just make sure you have a diary also. Buy a diary, divide the diary into 2. On one session, you write your short-term goals, anything achievable within 1 year, 1 and 2 year, it's a short-term goal. Then anything achievable within 5 to 10 years is a long-term goal. So on that, your short-term goal section, you now write, what do I need to experience in my finances in the year 2024 to feel like an achiever, to feel comfortable and successful this year? Then you write it down. Number 1, for example, I want to make 100 million naira by the end of the year 2024. I want to buy a house in the year 2024. I want to buy a car in the year 2024. I want to build a family. I want to get married 2024. I want to expand my business. You see that? You see that? So write them down. Write it down. What do you want to experience in your finances? Be clear about it. You are the only one who knows what's in your diary. Write them down. Then the next session is, what do I need to experience in my family in the year 2024 to feel a better person? If you're not married or you don't have, if you're unmarried, maybe you may need to build a relationship. Write it down. All right, this year, I want to have a serious relationship I'm going to work with, and this is the kind of partner I'm looking for. You write it down. If you are married, this is what I want to do for my family. I want to go on vacation with my wife and children. I want to buy this and that for my wife and children in the year 2024 to make me feel like a better father and husband. Write them down. You see that? Then the next part is, what do I need to experience in my relationship with God? That's your faith life. What do I need to experience in my relationship with God? That's your faith life in the year 2024 to make me feel like a better person with God. Write it down. I want to fast, for example, every day. I want to fast twice a week, twice a month, whichever way you want to do that. Write it down. All right, then I want to pray. I don't know how you want to do it. You want to pray maybe every night. Maybe you want to dedicate time to hear God, maybe 6 hours in a week, whichever way you want to do it. Write it down. Be realistic. Don't write what you are not going to do, because once you write it, we're going to have an agreement that you're going to do it this year. Because at the end of the year, I want to see so many of you who are on this live session coming back with your testimonials, with your results at the end of the year. So make sure that if you write them down, you are going to commit. Just do me a favor, that this year you are going to commit all of your energy to do these things, at least for this 1 year. Then let's see what you become at the end of the year. You've been doing the same things you've been doing all throughout your years in life. Take a look at it. Some of you are 30, 40, 45, 20. So for 20 years, you've been doing the same things and your life has not become better than it is now. And we are saying that, why not try something else for just 1 year? Then at the end of the year, take a retrospect of your life, where you were before you started these things and where you are now. Are you a better person? That's what I'm saying we should do. Doing things different. Guys, you want to see the results you have never seen before. You have to be willing to sacrifice something you have never sacrificed before. Time, energy, resources. Three things. You have to invest these things. Because when we say to people that you need to invest in yourself, most people think it's all about money, 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 money. No, it's not just money we are talking about. It's three things. You have to invest because some of you have the money to pay for trainings, but you are not committed to studying the things that your mentor is asking you to study. So it's not just money, it is time, time, energy, and resources. Time, energy, and resources, because it's going to cost you your energy. I mean, you can imagine sleeping late, waking up early in the morning. It's energy. Energy you're investing. Sitting on your desk to study every day, even if it's a chapter in a book, write it down. So you see that? So three things. I think we're clear about writing goals now. What do you want to experience in your finances, in your family, in your faith life, and your relationship with God? Please, if you are understanding what I'm saying, let me know how you feel in the comment section before we proceed. Let me get your feedback in the comment section. Kingsley Chukuma, can I come over for one-on-one mentorship? All right, so after the session, just go through any of the videos on this channel, find a link that redirects you to my DM, and we're going to have that conversation. Okay? From Nasarawa, Emmanuel is streaming from Yola. You can see Jesus from Plateau State. I can see who again? Yeah, so yeah, it's glad that you're getting it, you're getting the point. All right, so the next thing you are going to do is that you are going to give yourself specific. You are going to give yourself specific tasks in the year 2024, because when you have a goal, once you have a goal, Jesse Ngadi, also reach out to my DM after the call. We are going to have that conversation. Abigail from Zaria. Why is your name Chide Mark? That's by the way. So, like I was saying, you're going to give yourself specific tasks this year, 2024. What are these tasks you're going to give yourself? Is that we are going to divide the year into three sessions, all right? The first, the second, and the third quarter of the year. Okay? So once you write, for example, your goals, financial goals for the year 2024, the next thing is that it's a call to action. Ask yourself, what are the things that I need to do in the first, second, and third quarter of the year to be able to achieve so amount? Because when you say that you want to make 100 million naira in a year, that in itself also, it's a good goal, but we need to break it down into simpler units. So you can decide to say, in the first quarter I'm going to, because for you to make 100 million naira in a year, that means you have to make 35 million naira within the first quarter, 35 million naira within the second quarter, and about 35 million naira within the last quarter of the year. All right? Specificity, that's the secret. Specificity. You have to be specific about it. So what do I need to do to make 35 million naira within the first 3 months? Yeah, what do I need to do to make 35 million naira? Please don't mind me, I'm using such a bigger, what is it called? Figure. Okay, that I'm using bigger figures, or it's still a smaller figure anyway. So whatever you are comfortable with, don't give yourself unrealistic goals, especially when you have not made your first million and you are saying you want to make 100 million naira this year, 2024. You are being unrealistic. At least start with 1 million naira. Okay, start with 1 million naira, then to 10 million, then to 100 million, because the most difficult one to start to make or to achieve is the first million. Once you make a first million, we can now do 10x, 10 million, we can now do 10x, 100 million, we can now do, you get how it is. Okay, so quick question, somebody is asking, why is it important to write down my goals? Can't I have it ingrained in my mind? Is writing it down really necessary? It is super necessary. Okay, because there's a science behind writing. Okay, there's a science that teaches us that even the most roughest pen is sharper than the brightest brain, because this mind that you see is constantly receiving ideas. So, and you can't guarantee that the things that you envision today, you are still going to be able to envision it the same way in the next 1 month, 2 months. No, it's never going to be the same. Okay, so that's why you must be able to describe your goal. It's called the law of visualization. Whatever you cannot, it starts with conceptualization. Yes, with the mind. Conceive it in the mind, but you must be able to translate it into a written document. Okay, so the law of visualization teaches that whatever you cannot conceive or imagine, you cannot describe, and whatever you cannot describe, you cannot identify. Whatever you cannot identify, you cannot locate. Whatever you cannot locate, you cannot experience. So conceive it, describe it by writing it down, so that when you carry that your goal and you see what you are looking for, you'll be able to identify, yes, this is what I wrote here, and this is what I'm looking for. Identification. And when you can identify it, that means you can go anywhere and locate what you are looking for. Until then, you cannot experience it. Okay, so writing it is very powerful. In fact, a goal is not a goal until it is translated into a written document. That's what makes a goal a goal. Until it is translated into a written document and further translated into a vision board, because we call it, you have to find a way of suggesting to your subconscious mind the things that you want to experience, so that your mind becomes comfortable with the reality that you want to see. It's called the law of auto-suggestion. Okay, so you write it down in your diary, translate it into a vision board. Then you can find somewhere in your room, place it as a vision board. Maybe you should use a big cardboard paper, whatever you want to use. Write it down in a bold format. Write all the goals that you want to see. You put it somewhere you can see every morning and where you can see every night before you go to bed. The first thing you should see in the morning, it should be that your goal, and the last thing you should see before you go to bed. Okay? What you are doing is that you are suggesting to your subconscious mind the realities that you want to live in, and until your subconscious mind is comfortable with the results that you want to see, it cannot come to you. And even if it comes, it's going to leave you. All right? Because your subconscious mind is what is going to activate, is what is going to compel infinite intelligence. This is now, we are going deeper. It's going to compel infinite intelligence to grant you access to the results, to the realm of the results that you are desiring to see. I'm talking about God. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's a science. It has how it works, but I don't want to sound contradictory. But whatever it is, make sure that you write it down, put it somewhere, or on your phone also. Snap it and put it on your phone, or do a graphics with it and let it be your screen, a wallpaper on your phone that you're going to see every time you pick up your phone. You should see your vision board, your goals. Let it be there. I want to do this, do this, do this, do that. Everything should be precise. Your vision board should actually be precise. You shouldn't have the details of everything, but your goal in your diary should be detailed, but your vision board must not necessarily be detailed. Okay? That's the magic. So when we write it down, then I said we should break it down into three sections of the year: first, second, and third quarter. In the first quarter, what are you going to, how much are you going to achieve in the first quarter? Then the next question is, what do I need to do to achieve this thing in the first quarter of the year, and ultimately in the year? Okay, what do I need to do? Sit down, go back to your diary, then write 20 things you have to do. 20 things you have to do to achieve the results that you want to achieve in the year 2024. It's going to be difficult. The first 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 is going to be very easy to list. The first 10 things you are going to do to achieve the results is going to be easy to list, very easy to list. But once you are crossing 10, you will now discover that truly, now it's time to think deeper than what the common and average individual is thinking. So you have to start thinking. You have to start forcing your brain, because this brain God gave you, everything you need to achieve in this life, God gave you a brain to compel them into reality. But you have to think. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You are a reflection of your thought processes. Somebody said your head will be empty. Your head will not empty. Even if it empties, that means you should think. That's why they wrote a book, Think and Grow Rich. All right? And then that's why you need to read, so that you get more information. If your head is empty, it literally shows you the limitation of the information in your brain. It shows you the limitation of the information that you have. Once your head is empty, it tells you that, okay, that's where my knowledge stops. That means I need to know more. I need to read more. Remember, we're talking about the things you are going to do to achieve them. So you should write it down. If it means that you have to read to be able to get the 20, write it down. Reading is also part of the things you should do. 20 things you are going to do to make 35 million naira within the first quarter of the year. Once we achieve that goal within the first quarter, we don't need to do anything. All we need to do is to repeat what we did in the first quarter, in the second quarter, and in the third quarter, and we are fine. Once you make your first million, what do you need to do to make your second million? Nothing. You only need to do what you did the first time you made your first million. Do it again. You are going to make your second million, your third million, your fourth million, until your 10th. Okay? Now, look at this. I see people invest 10 years in something that's not working, and you hear them say things like, I invested 10 years doing this thing. You didn't actually invest 10 years. You invested your first year and you repeated it 10 times. You invested your first year, but repeated it how many times? 10 times. You were doing the same thing 10 times. That's why you didn't see the results. Okay, so let's find out the 20 things we are going to do to make what we want to make in the first quarter, and then give in all of our energy. All of our energy. Remember, to become a better person and to develop a better skill set. All of your time, energy, resources to become a better person and develop a better skill set. All right? Or become a better trader. If I need to do chart markup and insight study every night for 4 hours throughout these 3 months in order to become a better trader, I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them. If I need to pray every night, maybe an hour every night, so that I tell God and I communicate with infinite intelligence, because there is an intelligence that is higher than the natural realm. There are 2 realms, the natural and the supernatural. And of course, the supernatural brings out this natural realm you are seeing. All of the things that you see in the natural realm are a reflection of what was agreed in the supernatural realm. Okay, so you have to communicate to God. Let God know that these are the things. Let God know how desperately you are in need of the things that you're asking him for. Let him know how desperate you are. how obsessed you are. We read the parable of the widow who came to a man by night to ask for food or something, and then she was banging on his door again and again and again, and it was said that that man was very wicked and would not open his door for anybody by that time. But because she persisted, she was so obsessed, she kept knocking again and again and again and again, because most people leave. Most people will not stay consistent doing the same thing again and again and again. Most people don't have the energy to do that. Most people will have left very early. Once they just do one or two and they are not seeing it, they will go. But that woman stood there and she was knocking again and again and again. And that man had no option than to just jump out and open his doors to that woman and give her what she needed. That's how it works. When you ask God for something and God doesn't know how obsessed you are about what you're asking, because until something becomes an obsession to you, you don't deserve to receive it. Until success becomes an obsession to you, exactly, the widow and the judge. Okay, so you have to wake up every night, tell God how desperately you need that 10 million naira to settle the debts that you are owing people, how desperately you need that 100 million naira so that you don't go to jail, how desperately you need 10 million naira so you build a house for you and your family, because it is God's will for you to live a comfortable life. He said, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. So it's not a bad thing to ask God for these things. It's a very good thing, but you have to let God know how obsessed you are with the things that you're asking him for. All right? So if I need to do that, if I need to pray every night, if I need to abstain from certain addictions just so that I can become a better person, I will within this period of time that I'm trusting God for these results. And by anything you do for 1 month, it becomes a habit. You will have developed a habit at the end of 30 days. You don't have to struggle the second month, the third and the fourth month, because now it has become a habit. So all you need to do is to repeat it. Abstinence. Abstain from one or two things, addictions that hold you back, because these things also carry negative energies that they are ingesting into your spirit and soul. All right? So making your spirit and soul to always have, what is it called now? To always be in disagreement, because until your spirit and soul are in agreement, you don't have what it takes to command physical results from the spiritual realm. All right? God communicates to us through a spirit, but we receive it in our soul, and it is our soul that helps us manifest it in the physical realm. So that's why our soul has to be clean, and our spirit has to be a vibrant and fervent spirit, not a weaker one. Success is hard. I say this every day. Success is very hard. Very, very hard. Stop thinking success is easy. Success is hard. But guess what? That's why it's meant for the few who are willing to go the hard way to secure a good life. The few who are willing to go the hard way to secure what? A good life. Question. We read also another parable. Is it a parable now? That talks about the narrow way and the wider way. That tells us that the ones who follow the wider way, where are they going to? They are going to hell. But heaven too, God put a narrow way. That's the road to heaven. Abi, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section. So you have to go the hard way to secure the good life you are looking for. Don't think that it's going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. They are deceiving you. It's deception. You have to wake up, give yourself sleepless nights for the first 1, 2, 3 years of your life, and see how powerful your life is going to transform. Read books, all right? I was asking one of my mentors, why is it that I discover most times I send him messages at midnight, he's always awake. So I was asking him, why are you always awake at midnight, sir, even though you have all the results that you have? And then I was shocked at what he told me. He said that everything great happens at night. Then he said that the night is the time of conceptualization, is the time of visualization, the time of imagination. The day is for manifestation. Anybody you see doing things in the day is for manifestation. People who conceive ideas that change the world did it in the night. So when you are reading also, forget it. You've been doing it your own way, it didn't work. Follow what other successful people have done. All right? So we're going to do that. Once we now write those 20 things we are going to do. So for me, what I did in the year 2023 was that I gave myself a goal. I said, okay, in the year 2023, I'm going to make, let's take, for example, 10 million naira in the year 2023. I'm just quoting an instance, right? So what do I need to do? Okay, I need to become a better trader, because that's the career path I chose for myself. So I need to become a better trader, because trading is an investment system that helps you grow your income so you can increase your net worth. Trading is an investment system that helps you grow your income so you can increase and grow your net worth. Okay, and trading is one of the skill sets that can help you achieve your millionaire goal faster or slower, depending on how wise you started your journey in trading. All right, because there's a book I read called The Millionaire Fast Lane. The Millionaire Fast Lane teaches you some of the skill sets that are a faster lane to success, and success is not associated with the speed of success has nothing to do with age, and has nothing to do with what is it called now? Time, in the sense that you have to invest 35 years to succeed. It's a lie. That thing they taught us, that you grow, how they put it, they said you grow richer slowly. It's a lie. It's a deception. Why did I say it's a deception? Mark Zuckerberg is less than 40 years old. He's richer. He's how many times? Close to 10 times richer than Dangote. Dangote is 60-something years old, but he cannot even compare his wealth with Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. All of these people, look at the things they are doing at the age that they are doing them. It's powerful. It tells us that success has no regard for age, has no regard for religion, has no regard for ethnicity, has no regard for all of these things, your social standards. It has no regards for them. The only thing success has regard for is principles. And anyone who subjects himself to be able to apply those principles is going to be rewarded with success, because success is a reward. Reward of what? Time, energy, and resources invested, all right, to develop yourself into becoming a better person and having a better skill set so you can attract the reward of these things. That's what success is all about. Do you understand? If I need to fast 1-2 a week to subject my flesh also, so that I can be more sensitive to what the ideas that the spirit realm and God is giving me, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I started teaching how to trade because I saw it in a dream. I saw myself submitting a proposal about teaching FX in a dream. That was what started Caris FX. Nothing more. You see that? Many things about me, I saw them in a vision, in a dream. I started a trading floor because I also saw it in a dream. I saw it, everything, the structure, how the structure is going to be. This thing happened 2021, I'm telling you, 2021. I woke up, the time I saw it, I drew the exact structure I saw, right, in the dream, and I kept it. But it's coming into manifestation this year, 2024. I wrote the book Institutional Trading because I heard it in a prayer house. I was praying in church. And then I had a list of 10 books I should write. I picked my pen and jotter. Some of you that don't used to go to church without pen and book or diary to write, that means you are not ready to receive anything. That's why I picked my diary and biro, and I wrote all the books, 10 books I should write. I've done the first one, Institutional Trading. There are many more coming. You see that? So that's where your better person and your communication with God gives you the ideas that not everybody is seeing. Not everybody is doing them. These ones, they are outside the natural realm. All right? Then, so we now classify. Once we now write those 20 things we need to do to achieve those results, the only thing we now need to do at the end of the first quarter, let's take a retrospect of how our life is going. Okay, are we making progress? Yes, we are making progress. Good. Do we need to make adjustments? Okay, what other things do I need to change, or what other things do I need to increase the velocity of energy I'm investing in it? All right? I've been doing markups maybe 1 hour every week, and I became this good. What if I invest 4 hours? That means, because see, you run, the speed at which you run is determined by what is chasing you. Some of you have enough time. You have 5 years, 10 years to sit down and build success. Some of us, we want to mitigate time because time is not on our side. So we have to invest more energy so we can see the results faster, so that our life can take shape at least faster. So the energy you're investing is a reflection of what is chasing you, how obsessed you are, and where you are going to. Right? Because 3 things that should guide a man is, first, who are you? Have clarity about your person, your personality. Are you really called to become a trader, or you're called to become a business person, public speaker, other things? Once you have clarity of purpose, the next thing is, where are you going to? All right, my destination is, I want to become Vusi Tembekwayo at the end of 5-10 years. That's the kind of person God has called me to become. I'm just giving you an instance. All right, you have reference of who you are looking up to at a global level, at a continental level, and at a national level. Then the last question is, where am I right now? Right now, where am I? Where am I? You are in Abuja. Not just in Abuja. Your bank account is 0.00. And you are not a good trader. And you don't have a mentor. And you now see that you have a long way to go, right? So these things will tell how fast you need to start running. So once you do this, and at the end of the first quarter, once we now make 1 or 2 adjustments, then we can increase the velocity of the energy we are putting in those things, those 20 things we listed. Or we can remove some of them if we see that, okay, some of them, I really need to change them. They are not really nice ideas. They are whack ideas. Of course, because out of 20, you only need 1 bright idea to make it to just 1. Okay, so for myself, I said, I'm going to be a better trader, and I'm going to trade proprietary firm accounts, because proprietary firm gives me leverage of huge equity and with a smaller risk. And I'm going to take, at least every time I make profits on a 200K, 400K, or $1 million account, I'm going to make so amount of profit, and I'm going to take so amount of profits. That was the first thing I wrote. The next thing I wrote was that, okay, I have a book. I have something I can sell. It's called Institutional Trading. It's a powerful book. It's a very powerful book for anybody desiring trading success, and especially if you want to trade price action, an ICT concept. It's simplified ICT. Somebody called it ICT for dummies. You get that? So I have something I can sell to every trader, beginner trader, intermediate trader, advanced trader. You have something to learn out of that book. All right, so how many copies of this book do I need to sell? Maybe to make 10 million naira or 20 million naira out of the 100 million naira goal I have for 2023. Okay, you have to sell so copies of this book. All right, how do I sell them? I'm selling them on Amazon, on Seller, and direct sales. Hard copy, e-copies, direct sales. How many copies do I need to sell? I wrote them down. All right, I also have a course for trading that is very powerful for anybody desiring success in trading. The Forex VIP mentorship program. Okay, how much is the cost going for? $150. How many of these courses do I need to sell to be able to make $10,000 or $20,000? I wrote them down. I think at the start of this year, I wasn't sure how many students I had in my VIP mentorship program. I think whether it was 100 people, I'm not really sure. Now we are over 310, about 310 in the VIP Forex mentorship program. at the beginning of the previous year, I'm not sure we were over 100. I can't remember clearly. But you have seen that now we have made progress. We have doubled our number and capacity in a year. You see that? Okay, so if I do that too, it's an income coming, because what this is that it's called non-risk income. There are two kinds of income. Risk income are the income you generate via active trading and risking. Then we have non-risk income you generate via other means apart from trading, whether you are selling a course, selling resource, you're offering a service and all of that. I did that. Okay, what other things do I need to do to make money in the year 2023? Since I have a community and I'm recording on YouTube, why don't I push my YouTube to become monetized on YouTube? And I did that. I became monetized on YouTube. Why don't I start partnership with proprietary firm and brokers, and I get to take affiliate commissions of 10-20%? And I did that, and I made a lot of sales for them. So imagine if I made $40,000 sales and I'm taking 10%, I'm taking $4,000 or $15,000, or if I'm making 15%, I'm taking something out of it. All these things are incomes. Think what you need to do. Then again, since I know how to trade and pass proprietary firm accounts, why don't I offer proprietary firm challenges, challenge account passing service to people? And I did that again and again and again. So you keep thinking until you get 20 things you need to list in the year 2024. I'm laughing because some of you are not seeing how hard success is. You have to think. Nobody's going to. You have to sit down and sort it out yourself. All right, so once we do this and we see that it's making sense in the first quarter, we repeat procedure in the second quarter, in the third quarter, and at the end of the year, we show God gratitude for how He has blessed us, blessed our lives, and of course, invest in people, give to the poor, give to those who don't have the privilege to have what you have. All right? Giving is a powerful key for reception. All right? Every time you want to receive something, give something. Usually, Scripture says that it is more honorable to give than to even receive. So you give, dedicate a specific amount. Don't just give like a madman. Have a goal for your charity givings. I want to give 1% of my earnings, 2% of my earnings at the end of the month, the quarterly or yearly, whatever you want to do. You want to give tithes, whatever you want to do, write it down, give it. That's your personal revelation and belief, okay? All right, so once you do that, then just keep working. Don't stop, keep working. There's going to be challenges. Sometimes you're going to feel tired. Don't worry, you only need one right idea to sell out. That's all. This year, we saw how one of the gospel artists, Ebuka Songs, blew from nothing to something in a year. This guy, at the start of the year 2023, said he crossed over with 1,000 naira. But he was a singer before then. He was a singer. All of a sudden, he sang one song. I will pray. And the song went viral. And this guy has become something else in a year. That's how powerful success is. You have to keep working. Don't be distracted. Stay focused. Believe in the process. Once you hit it, once you break the code and it opens, then riches starts to come to you with speed that you have never imagined. You start to see, you now start to see a lot of endorsement offers, partnership offers coming, money coming. By all means, money is looking for you. Okay? Because you have invested time and energy to becoming a better person, and you know more about money now. All right? So you have to read more about money, finances, how to make money, how to invest money. All right? How to save money. Learn about these things in the year 2024. Then master favor and branding, sales and marketing, trading and investing. 3 things: master, favor and branding, sales and marketing, trading and investing. you ask God for favor, and you have to develop skills for attracting favor from men also. All right, so when you see people favoring people, it's because those people have also invested seeds of favor. You did something to me today that I know I don't deserve. I owe you a favor tomorrow. When you ask me for a favor tomorrow, I'm going to give you back because, of course, you once favored me. You did something I didn't deserve. That's how to do it. All right, develop your skill set, master your skill set, and increase your networks. Look for people who are ahead of you, relate with them, collaborate with mentors who are successful. Pay them to find access into their mentorship program. Sometimes their information may not change anything about what you know, but sometimes you have to pay them because they have invested time, energy into developing process protocols for getting access to them. So you pay them to get into their mentorship so you have access, and then convert that access into relationships so that they get to tell you things that they don't tell every other person, because now you have a more proper relationship with them. Okay? So do that. Invest in people, invest in people, invest in people. Then what again? Master the art of sales and marketing. You are either selling a product or selling a service. Work on yourself. Create a service, something you know how to do very well, that you know people will be in need of, or go and identify a problem somewhere. Go and learn how to solve that problem. Master how to sell it. First, go and identify the problem. Come and solve the problem. So in my case, I discovered that people were finding it difficult to understand ICT concept. Very good. Went and learned ICT very well. Created a course around ICT. Wrote a book around ICT. I'm solving a problem. You see that? Master how to sell it. Build your brand, personal or corporate brand, build it. Then investing and trading. As you are trading, also learn how to reinvest that money into other portfolios outside trading. We call it portfolio diversification. So you diversify your portfolio into real estate, into other assets, mining, and many other assets you can put your money. That's because the goal is that you use money to make money. That's what trading does to you. Trading is using your money to make money, but you can't always be using money to make money. All right, you have to use the money that was made now to build systems that will now constantly bring an income to you. And that's what we are going to be doing in the year 2024. I really hope that you really learned something in this little time that we have spent. And I believe that it's going to change something in your journey this year 2024. Let me know how you feel and what you have learned in the session, in the comment section. Thank you, guys. I'll be reading your comments while I'm doing my breakfast. All right, guys, so that is it. That is all that there is for today. If you have any question, please, you can ask me in the next 2 minutes. How is that your book? You mean how you can have access to the book? Just reach out to me after the session. Just go to any of the videos on my YouTube handle. Go to the description of the video. You are going to see a link that redirects you to my DM. You can purchase your book there. All right. Okay, how much? The book is $50. $50. So you convert it to Naira rate right now. There was a time we gave 50% discount. You guys didn't leverage on it, so it's $50. All right, guys, so we're going to see some other time. It's nice connecting with you guys on this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless.